In the annals of American history, there are moments that shine brightly with triumph and progress, illuminating the nation's journey towards greatness. Yet, nestled among these shining achievements lie shadows of embarrassment and shame, episodes that reveal the darker side of the American experience. From political scandals to social injustices, these moments serve as stark reminders of the imperfections and failings that have marred the country's past. Join us as we delve into the most embarrassing chapters in American history, exploring the depths of human folly and the enduring quest for redemption. The Watergate scandal. In the early 1970s, it was revealed that President Richard Nixon and his administration had engaged in illegal activities, including breaking into the Democratic National Committee headquarters. This scandal ultimately led to Nixon's resignation and tarnished the reputation of the presidency. The Salem witch trials. In the late 17th century, a series of trials were held in Salem, Massachusetts, where numerous people were accused of witchcraft and executed. The hysteria and paranoia that fueled these trials have been widely criticized as a dark chapter in American history. Japanese internment during World War II. Following the attack on Pearl Harbor, President Franklin D. Roosevelt issued an executive order authorizing the internment of Japanese Americans living on the West Coast. Approximately 120,000 people, many of whom were American citizens, were forced to relocate to internment camps. This action has been widely condemned as a violation of civil liberties and human rights. The Tuskegee syphilis experiment. In the 1930s, the U.S. Public Health Service conducted a study in which African American men with syphilis were left untreated in order to study the progression of the disease. This unethical experiment lasted for 40 years and has been widely criticized as a gross violation of medical ethics and human rights. The treatment of Native Americans. Throughout American history, Native Americans have faced widespread discrimination, displacement, and violence at the hands of European settlers and the U.S. government. The Trail of Tears, the Wounded Knee Massacre, and the forced assimilation policies of the late 19th and early 20th centuries are just a few examples of the mistreatment of Native Americans that continue to be a source of shame for the country. Overall, these moments in American history serve as reminders of the dark side of the nation's past and the need for continued efforts to confront and address the injustices of the past. As we reflect on the most embarrassing moments in American history, it becomes clear that our nation's past is not without blemish. These dark chapters serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of the consequences of unchecked power, prejudice, and ignorance. While we cannot erase the mistakes of the past, we can learn from them, striving to create a more just and equitable society for future generations. By acknowledging and confronting the shameful moments of our history, we can move forward with a renewed commitment to upholding the values of democracy, equality, and justice for all. May we never forget the lessons of the past, and may we continue to work towards a brighter and more inclusive future for all Americans